Hello everybody. This video is probably going to be a bit lighter because not had that much energy. I'm still waiting for some results from the hospital, but thought I'd put something for everyone. So I just wanted to chat a bit about role-playing games and how it can feel a bit for me, you know, with the autism thing. And you know, as I'm sure you've seen a lot of Fallout New Vegas on this channel, I thought I'd give you something a bit different with some Alpha Protocol. But, space. It's the locker. That's the thing about it. So, I look around and, you know, just checking through my inventory, seeing what I have, and I admit it's kind of interesting what you can do. I'm not going to pretend I'm particularly good at this game, and in this run I'm doing a recruit run because I thought, might be a bit different. I've done a military background before, and I guess there's a bit of flexibility in all this. So, you know, doing different things. I mean, usually I tend to prefer playing female characters in role-playing games, but fair enough. Yep. Oh, and yeah, I'm using one of the earlier bits of the game to avoid spoilers. But, yes. And trying to understand what I should and shouldn't do with the you know, reputation system, although in fairness to the game, Westridge does actually explain how all this works, you know. As he says, there's no good or bad there's no good or bad choices, just results. But that can be one of the complicated things. Aha! Found it. Sorry, I've been looking for where to customize my appearance. Yeah, it's a bit interesting. Yeah, so I want to play dress up, as it were, like I used to do with my action men. They used to go on dates, dress up, and try out makeup. Yeah, it was fun. Some people thought, oh, that's nice. You didn't feel like you had to make them conform to anything. Well, that's an interesting thing. How I can make my character look a bit different, and yeah, no, cause now with the whole spy thing, I could be like, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to change the facial colour, as it were. But, you know, it can be nice it's there, but the default was fair, so I'm just sticking with that. Changing how you can adjust the facial hair. Various things. I go with peach. It's what I prefer in real life, and, well, but anyway, does it matter what I prefer in real life? Because I'm not a spy. I'm not going around the world doing America's geopolitical work. But that's kind of an interesting angle to it. While I can make someone who looks like me if I want, well, Mike Thornton, not really, the build is still the same, but yeah, Blau Augen. Yeah, I'll stick with the Blau Augen. Funnily enough, in the Victorian times, they often referred to blue eyes as grey. So that's an interesting bit of history for you. But that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, just walking around, seeing what I can do. turn on the TV and find out about stuff, do a little world building.
In Washington today, Senator Patrick Darcy unveiled new legislation aimed at cleaning up the federal government by greatly restricting lobbyists' access to legislators.
As you can see, that's kind of a running theme within the game, is the questions over the power of the lobbyist. For a long time, this game was kind of a bit... Well, I hadn't played it for a while and then found out that music... Basically, apparently Alpha Protocol had had a dispute over the music, although this has been altered. Yeah, I think I'll go with the casual attire for my next mission. I'm not going to show the mission to avoid spoilers, but, you know, just I'll say. But that's what I think with an RPG, role-playing. To me, it's often about just getting yourself lost in the world. Just relax and getting involved in it. And sort of getting out of the humdrum. Even if I don't look like the character and never will. Granted, some systems I find a bit uncomfortable. I mean, I'm not particularly one for flirting. I try and avoid the flirtatious dialogue, but you know, that's me. And basically, I tend to run a sort of kind-hearted but professional kind of operative. That's just my style. Anyway, well, so I can mix my style with what I'm doing. It's more about the adventure for me. As I say, doing stuff I just wouldn't normally be doing. Checking the pistola, the SM, you know, what SMGs are available. Okay, that's a slightly... Yep, I can't afford that one. You know, because in the game there's 3 categories of like main weapons, that being the assault rifle, the shotgun, the SMG, and the pistol. And then there's like other things, gadgets such as EMP. I find a lot of doors, so I might take those on. I don't know how much of these I actually use. But anyway, so tactical espionage role-playing games are... I don't think I've played many of them, but anyway. So... point, I do various things, and that's kind of why I play role-playing games in some ways. Like a lot of my games, it's mostly just sort of like a relaxed sort of way of getting out of the humdrum. I don't... More to the point, just want to take some quiet time, have a little wander about, and but hey, I just get involved. I just, you know, I have a bit of story time. A lot of it glosses over for me, but still, hope you had a nice time with this little chat, and it was lovely having you here.